We live in a day in which there's so many different pictures and images and even definitions of what marriage is supposed to be, that I think it's useful every now and then, whether we're married or maybe looking at getting married or just living our Christian lives in this world, to remind ourselves of kind of what God's definition of marriage is. Go back to the very creative order, Genesis chapter 2, and here's what the text says. Verse number 18, the Lord God said, "It's not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." And then, of course, you have God parading the animals in front of Adam, and Adam saying that none of this is exactly right. God eventually makes the woman, and the text concludes with the idea that they were naked and they were not ashamed. That passage, to me, gives a very basic outline of what a healthy marriage is supposed to look like. A helper suitable for him, and then they were naked and not ashamed. A helper begins to show that Adam and Eve were given a task. It's called the cultural mandate. They were placed in the garden for a very specific purpose, the same purpose you and I have now, to take what God has created, to steward over it, and actually to make it better. There's a reason, there's a job description that goes with marriage. We're supposed to work together now to make this a better place. But that can't just happen with anybody. Instead, it's a helper that's suitable for Adam. It communicates now that there's a uniqueness that ultimately Eve had that none of the other animals had. To me, it's a uniqueness of equality, being taken out of the side, not out of the heel, not out of the head, but it's equality of coming out of the side. That what was unique with Adam and Eve is they would be equal, different skills, different passions, different abilities, but the same amount of work and ethic and effort and caring about the outcome that was actually there. That was the unique role that was there. And then at the end, God created this very unique relationship of intimacy for the husband and wife. Whenever we look at what a healthy marriage is supposed to be, it has those three basic roles. I would then just kind of clean up the language and say we're supposed to be a friend, a partner, and a lover. That what Jenny needs from me is for me to be a friend, to always walk by her side. And that friendship is now built on the concept of trust. And then for me to be a partner, for me to always have her back. And that's built on the concept of respect. And then for me to see her completely and love her totally. Intimacy is built on the concept of vulnerability. And to the extent that we are nourishing our trust and our respect and our vulnerability, we are experiencing a friendship, a partnership, and an intimacy, and that's the byproduct then of healthy marriage. The world is sending us 1,000 messages today of what marriage is supposed to be, what relationships are supposed to be. If you're in one today, be a friend, a partner, and a lover. Walk by their side, have their back, see them and love them completely, and that's all they need.